So you may be wondering why we're driving up some driveway that's not ours to a house that is not the one that we have been living in. If you've been watching the channel, you know that we have a piece of land that we bought that we were planning on building a house on. We bought that land about a year ago, and we've been working on prepping the land and getting things ready to build a house. Well, after talking to several contractors, sorry if the wind's blowing in the camera here. After talking to several contractors and looking at build prices, we just determined that the price to build right now, after this post-COVID, price increases in the world, was just a bit too high for what we were going to get. What we were looking at building was going to cost significantly more, even if we did a good amount of the work ourselves, than just buying a house that already existed. So we started looking around. We talked to a couple of modular builders, thinking maybe we could save some money there. We talked to some other people that had built recently, and even with the modular builds, it was going to be significantly more money to build than it was to just buy something. Now, if we wanted to build a very, very small house, it would have still been fairly inexpensive, right? But we wanted a little bit of space to stretch out and kind of stay for the rest of our lives, someplace where we don't have to worry about space or worry about not having the features in the house that we want. We plan on living there for 20, 30, 40 years, so we wanted to get what was right for us. So after looking around and talking and exploring options, we decided that we were going to just go ahead and buy something instead. We're going to keep the land that we own. We're going to continue to garden there. And we'll probably at some point put a small house over there that has rental possibilities. Vermont has a very tight housing market, so any housing that can be brought online for rentals is definitely welcome. So this is our new house. The plan was to wait for a little while, but this came on the market and it was a really good deal. It's a nice house. It's fairly new. It's less than a decade old. Has a lot of land, a lot of land. We have got 78 acres of hillside here. Came with the house, as you see here, a big shed with a wood shed on the side of it. The shed we've temporarily turned into a chicken coop. I wish I could have videotaped the chickens getting moved over, but there was just not a lot of time. So we've got the chickens here. Good morning, ladies. Coming out for a snack. Hey, you, get out of there. Come on, let's go. Out. The dog's in here trying to steal chicken snacks. Needs to cut that out. But yeah, so we've got 78 acres of land. We've got a nice house with an attached garage, which we did miss after leaving Florida. It's in a very, very pretty location. We've got a small pond over there. You can't really see it, but in the summertime, it's definitely there. Got a beautiful view out over the hills here. That solar panel is ours. We also have, besides a very large driveway that is going to require a significant amount of maintenance in the winter. Got a company coming in and sanding and plowing for right now, but at some point I'll get that brought over to the tractor. We got some storage for our shed here. We've got a couple of outbuildings that we can probably use for animals at some point, or storage of supplies. Right now we have the tractor parked in here. So the tractor's there, and then we still have these 3 outbuildings that we can use at some point. Once again, so, a lot of land, nice house, definitely needs a little work inside. The people that lived here were kind of hard on it. They definitely lived in the house, but that's probably why we got it at a good deal, or at least what I think is a good deal. We do have 2 maples here, and one of them, the weekend after we bought the house, we had a big windstorm and the top got blown off of that one. So that maple tree will get cut down in the spring, turned into firewood. There's also a few dead pines that need to come down. I'll be working on that at some point here. You can see the chickens out. I'll do a video on chicken care in the wintertime, especially that it's all manual right now. We don't have any water out here. We don't have any power to this little building, so I'm doing that all manually as of right now. But yeah, here's our new house. Got to get that satellite dish off the roof because we do not use that. I did bring the Starlink out for right now, so that's what that is. But that's pretty much it. We just wanted to talk about how, you know, plans can change, right? Life can throw curveballs at you. We've had some health issues recently that we're dealing with the wife. So, you know, you just got to kind of roll with the punches and figure out what you're going to do and make the best of life. And luckily, we're in a position where we could have some options, right? We could purchase a house, we could build a house, we could have stayed where we were. We realize that we're very fortunate to be in that situation. So we're happy to be able to, you know, give this update. So once again, we're going to keep the original lot. We're just going to farm or garden on it for now, and then in the future we will build a small house there and use it as a rental, you know, some income during retirement. And for right now, we're going to live here. We'll get all of the animals moved over. We'd like to get some goats in the spring, or yeah, probably later in the spring. We will definitely be doing that. So there'll be that to look forward to. And we also have just a lot of work to do on this property. There's a lot of trees that have broken and need to be taken down. I don't know if you can see that one behind the chickens there. It's got a break in it from that windstorm. Just a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned up. But as I said, you got to be flexible. You got to kind of figure out how you want to do life and take the punches as they come, right? And you know, just get by and change your plans accordingly. And that's what we've done. So we're pretty happy about this. We're excited to get started on this chapter of our life and settle down here. All right, well, I just wanted to give that update so that people weren't curious as to why videos would be coming from, you know, a different location with different scenery and different things. But continue to like and subscribe the videos. We appreciate all of the subscribers to the channel. No, it's not a ton, but we're over 100 now, which is pretty exciting for us. Keep growing on that. If you have any comments or thoughts or want to ask any questions about the new property, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell so that you get updates as we post new videos, and thanks for watching. Have a good one, everyone.